Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Roseland Podcast. I'm your host, Roseland Perkins, and happy Saturday. Yee. I'm hoping everybody's having a good Saturday. Mine's just decent. Um, we're gonna get started with this topic question, but we're gonna talk for like y'all can just go crazy in the live chat. If you're new to this, go for an hour, maybe 45 to like an hour and 15, 20 minutes. We usually go crazy in the live chat and we just answer any type of questions, That's just what we do. And I hope y'all having a great Juneteenth event today. I think I got a little bit darker. Well, no, I didn't. I seen people from my school. I seen people from college. I seen what you call it, the sorority and fraternities at the Juneteenth event. It was super dope, man. I was gonna go live chat. I was gonna go live, but it was like crazy. I was very excited, man. I seen a lot of Pan African flags and shit like that, and like the Pan Africanist people always has to fuck up some shit. You know, like black people can't have anything. And I understand. The reason why I say I understand because everybody wants to be involved of what black people do. Give me a second. I was just seeing how the everything's looking. But yeah, everybody wants to be involved. Everybody wants to go crazy, and there was other people like other nationalities was there. People came up from like Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Hampshire, even Maine, New Jersey. It's oh man, it was amazing, man. It was actually good to see so many black people actually contributing to this event and actually enjoying themselves. You know, as black people, we really don't get that a lot, and the reason why, it, it's the bullshit. I'm not even gonna lie, it's the bullshit that most of us go through. Um, I do think, and I'm gonna say this, I do think Juneteenth supposed to be a Black American event, not a Pan African event. So if you come up there from a different nationality, support Black Americans because this is their Independence Day. Like you don't go to Independence Day like 4th of July with LGBTQIA flags. You go in there with the red, white, and blue. So I want to know what is the problem with us doing it. I always wondered that. I was like, yo, why do people always have a problem when Black Americans do stuff? That always to me it always been a pet peeve. The reason why it's a pet peeve because at the end of the day, Black American always respects people's events, culture, lineage, what they want to be called. We respect all of that. It's just this year we just stopped helping people, and it's the reason why is because black people don't get respect. So actually, now we got to show people like, yo, if you don't give us respect, don't be asking for fucking help. And this is why this topic question came up. Should Latinos be comfortable of saying the N word? So, I always say it's a thin line, it's a gray line because certain people let people get away with it, and I always have to explain to people is like, yeah, you can say it, but you're gonna meet the right one. You gotta meet the right one that don't like that word, probably don't like people calling him that word or the whole 9 yards. Like people get crazy about the word, and this is why I always tell people all the time: you gotta respect people's cultures, respect people's lineage, respect how people want to be treated. It's just you have to respect that stuff, man. Um, I can do a little bit of talking, but yeah, I'll tell you how my day was. I drove to Boston, and people were calling me that I actually didn't want calling me because tensions with other people and stuff like that. I always tell motherfuckers, don't drag me involved in that shit. I don't like that, you know. And also also before we start, like and subscribe and comment in the live chat. Go crazy. But super hit the chat subscribe button on YouTube and hit the follow button on X, so you can keep up with my the work that I do. If this goes out, because I need a new C hub, I'm gonna get one this week or next week. It's just because Bobby always tells me to say that, and he tells me to put the Give me a second, everyone. Jesus Christ. Where's my phone? Give me 1 second. But yeah, that whole situation with the N word and stuff like that, it's kind of funny, man. It's a funny situation. You know, it's a funny situation. The reason why I say it's a funny situation, because not everybody plays like that. Not everybody's comfortable with that word. So I think you have to respect it. Like, if you want somebody to respect your culture, then you're gonna have to respect that. You know, it's just, oh, man, it's weird. Like, especially with me, I was growing up around Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and didn't even know that they were fucking Latinos. I thought they were black because I didn't know what a fucking Latino was. You know, and plus everybody was fucking everybody. It wasn't like, oh yeah, you know, you ain't Barweekwa or you ain't, you know, Dominicana or some stupid shit like that. It's just like, yo, oh, what's good with you? You know, yada yada yada. You know, you want to go out to eat or something? You know, the whole 9 yards, man. And hold on, the American.
Women that have more than two baby
Hold
daddies
on.
usually have some sort of mental.
But yeah, that, like I said, it's a gray line, man. We'll get into it more, and I will explain why I personally don't like the word. Like, even when sometimes I say I'll be like, damn, man, I need to cut down on saying that shit. You know, I'm gonna be personally honest. I personally don't like it. You know, and the reason why hold on 1 second. And the reason why is, all right, I'm gonna say this. The word is a complex word because technically it's a nasty word. It's probably one of the most nastiest words in American language. You know, so us trying to embrace it, I thought it was a stretch. It's just we didn't know about the Latinos and the Mexicans and the whole Latino diaspora. You know, when you have a lot of people against you, it gets crazy. Like I said, it's a gray line. Cause if we're gonna be honest, blacks and Latinos never really had a great relationship with each other. Like, we never really had a great relationship with each other. You know, like, yeah, some of us was rebels and they hung out with each other and they hung out with black people. But when you have the older heads talking about, oh yeah, stay away from the black people or stay away from the Cocolos, the Morenos, or whatever y'all was calling black Americans, and black Americans was, out here being friendly, yo, come to the cookout and shit. That's why I'm not really into, inviting people to the cookout. I have never been. I have never been that type of person. I have never been that type of person. I think that's the worst thing you can do. That's why I like. I think the movie Sinner is very powerful and is very important to. I think black culture right now. You know, I don't know why I like that movie, but I know the movie is it's a classic. It's gonna be a classic. Within a few years, it's gonna be a classic. It's gonna surpass us and maybe Get Out. Maybe Get Out. Because Get Out was good. It was about white people stealing black people's bodies. But Sinners is about technically vampires such as liberals or conservatives or these people who think like, oh yeah, we're all the same. You know, we can live in harmony and shit like that. But they want something from it. You know, so what's going on, YouTubian? Hey, yo, let me ask you a question, man. Because I know you from Texas. This is actually a Texas question. Shout out to YouTubian. That whole situation with Mexican OT. Yo, y'all let that shit slide in Texas? Cause I was looking. I was gonna call my uncle. My uncle's he used to live in Texas. Cause I know like in Alabama we're not around a lot of like Latinos or like Spanish people like that. You know, and it would have been a clusterfuck in Alabama if the motherfuckers let that slide. It'll be that whole Montgomery brawl again. So that's why I asked. I was like, yo, y'all let that type of that comfort slide in Texas? And everybody, if y'all new to this show, YouTubian, he's definitely a good person that knows a lot. Shout out YouTubian one again. Yeah, but it's I always tell people all the time, sometimes that shit's a thin line. Like, I always feel like, and the thing about with black people, we always want to, I never heard. This is a thin line. Hold on one second. I always feel like, give me 1 second. Let me see. I gotta do one thing, everyone. Let's see. I never heard of this dude. I just found out, but they do let the N word slide, unfortunately. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, yeah, it must be a Texas, because LA does the same thing. They let that shit slide. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, yeah. To me, I just think people are too comfortable with the word. I think people get too comfortable. Hey, what's going on, E. Williams? Shout out to E. Williams. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, people let that word slide too much. Then after that, they got it. After that, they end up having these little racial names for us that most people don't know and stuff. Like, I found out about Morenos and Cocolos and shit. People calling us that. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You know? And it's kind of like, damn, you know, they get mad at us when we call them tethers. You know? So, like I said, it's a strange situation. It always has been a strange situation with me. Because I remember one time a Dominican was like, oh, yo, can I say nigga around you? I was like, can I say spick? Can I call you a spick? He's like, oh, never mind. I was like, oh, okay. Motherfuckers got like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with him? I just asked you the same question that you're asking me, you know? So it's I think, the thing is, I always tell people all the time, it's the younger generation that let that shit slide, you know? And this is where the whole situation with black people being too friendly comes from. It's because these people have become the majority in Texas, and I told you, I went to 70% of Mexican high school, and they copied black men and had huge problems when you try to put the soap on, and yeah, all the time, man, all the time. You know, that's why I always tell people all the time, yo, you got to stay on your P's and Q's. And yo, let me ask you about something about South Santana. I think he's Latinos. Is he Honduranian? He's like Honduranian or like Jamaican. You know, and this is where, like I said, the cosplaying comes from. Like, let me tell you what I had an issue with, and it might blow your mind. Israel Azania. If you don't know who Israel Azania is, he's from He's a mixed martial artist from UFC. He was I think lightweight champion. He was a lightweight champion. And shout out to Bones Jones. He retired. He had a great year. He don't have to prove nothing to nobody to fight Tom Aspirin. You know, because if Bones Jones would have won, he still would have been the greatest of all time. So it doesn't really matter. I want to say this. Yeah, so he's Latinos. You know, I was shocked to learn about this. Yeah, it's just this is the cosplaying shit. Oh, let me get back to the. You'll understand what I'm saying when I tell you this story. Israel Zanya, Nigerian guy, great. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer one day. Joe Rogan had these racist stories and comments and feedback on black people back in the days, and the shit popped up. He didn't want to apologize about it, and Israel Zanya came to his rescue, talking about um. Did you hear the racist? Somebody at interviews asked him about Israel. I mean, Joe Rogan saying the N word, and he's like, "So what? I know he's not like that and stuff like that." But at the end of the day, it's kind of uncomfortable because at the end of the day, he's Nigerian. He knows nothing about black culture. He knows about nothing about the black struggle. He's a Nigerian from New Zealand, telling a white American how to that it's okay that he said what he said back in the days about black Americans. I would have been comfortable if a black American would have said, well, you know what? I know how he is. He's not racist. You know, he's confused. He's from New Zealand. He's probably the only black person there. He probably doesn't know anything better. Yeah, probably. He's a tether, yeah. I would say he's a tether too. You know, and this is one thing that I do have. I have an issue with Africans about. You know, I get into it with them all the time about this, and I tell them all the time, you can't talk for black people. First of all, you know about nothing about the black struggle. If anything comes out about, I mean, if you feel any bad thing about a black person, you'll start talking about we're drug addicts and drug dealers and all this crazy shit. You know, and I think I'm gonna pull up the video and show you what Israel Zanya said, because Joe Rogan started crying. Let me tell you something. Joe Rogan lived in Boston. And Boston is probably one of the most systematic racist states in the U.S., if not is. And for him to do that, I understand, because he was born in New Jersey, but he was raised in Boston. You know? And the chick who was interviewing the Mexican dude was a Nigerian teller. Yeah. Yes. They like to call. That's the girl. You know who that girl is, right? That's the girl who said Southern black girls have don't know how to dress. Her name is Cleopatra. And I told her before, I was like, No, don't do that. Niggas is gonna roast you. Niggas is gonna make you. Yeah, Joe Rogan is a Joe Rogan's a Bostonian. He's envying. Yeah, cause he used to go out with damn, what's that dude? He died. He's a black dude who had he goes out with his ex-wife. I forgot the dude's name. Give me a second. I'll tell you. Joe Rogan, he's a good martial artist. He was good back in the days. It's just like his comments and shit, I wouldn't fuck with him. I'm just being personally honest. I wouldn't fuck with him. He's always envious. Patrice O'Neal? Yeah, probably. He was envy. He was envy. Patrice. I think I know who you're talking about. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you. Uh, Give me 1 second. I'll tell you. Damn, who this bitch used to go out with? Cause she used to go out with a black dude. Cause that's why I was saying like, yo, why the fuck would he say this shit and he got a black daughter-in-law? You know, it's crazy, man. And when you look at people, you be like, yeah, I wouldn't fuck with him like that. I would personally feel uncomfortable to go on his show. Let me see. Marriage is a dumb fucking dumb. Hold on 1 second. I'll tell you who this dude was. It's Patrice Sutton. I think he was like a singer or something. Let's see. What y'all say? His wife had a hanker for. Yeah. He got a black daughter, man. Yeah. You be surprised, man. Yo. Some of these motherfuckers hate that shit. Like, oh, yo, you know, he's dipping with the chocolate and stuff. Oh, such cock size. Yeah, some people like to see their girl get banged out, man. You be surprised, man. You be like, yo, what the fuck? What was that? Ex-husband. Yeah, the motherfucker was a singer. I forgot what the dude's name was. Like to me, it's a weird situation, but I see motherfuckers doing that nowadays. Like they be messing with other people's girls and stuff, man. It's a weird situation, man. Yeah, he was the dude from H Town. He was a singer from H Town. His name was Dino Connor, or Kevin. Yeah, the motherfucker used to sing for H Town. R. Kelly used to write their music back in the days. Yeah, H Town. That's how they got popped off, because of R. Kelly. Yeah. Yeah, the dude died and stuff. Yeah, he died like an ill minute ago, man. Oh man, it was a sad moment at that time too. Connor, let me see. Let me see. I'll tell you when he died. Cause she looked like she just jumped right back into the relationship after. Yeah, you'd be surprised, man. And yeah, shit like that you gotta be careful of, man. These women don't give a fuck anymore. You know, but yeah, that whole shit with Israel Azania, you know, doing that shit. That's why I was like, yo, even with Sauce Walker kind of should have just stayed out of that situation, because at the end of the day, he's a Latinos. Honduranians are Latinos. They speak Spanish. So yeah, these dudes try to be alpha so hard and wives up at bedwitching. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Motherfuckers be like slutting out their wives and stuff. Like, yo, want to hear something crazy? What's his name? Jason Love, an adult entertainer. He has another video where Adam 22's wife on a fucking boat. Like, these people don't care who's wifed up bedwench. Joe Rogan. Yeah, Joe Rogan, man. I think I don't know if she was like white or Spanish or some shit. But let me tell you something. Most Spanish girls, they be fucking around with white guys. And the reason why it's more of a title thing. They think they're going to get respected. Like, look at Jennifer Lopez. She did all of that shit. And she thought she was going to get respected. And, Ruda Raikkonen, them niggas left her too. They was like, nah, we can't fuck with this crazy, slow Puerto Rican girl. She thinks she's running around here thinking she's a conquistador Spaniard. If she would have went to Spain, motherfuckers would have spit on her. Bro, I swear I never knew Sauce was a tether. I fucked with his music. Yeah, his music is good, man. I gotta put him on ice. Yeah, his music is good, man. It's just he's out of pocket for talking. Trying to cosplay and try to explain black struggle, man. That's why you always have to ask these people. That's why I was like, yo, hold up. First of all, I thought the nigga was Jamaican. He looked like a Jamaican, And shout out to Jamaica, but the nigga looked like one of y'all. I was like, nah, he don't look like he's from the South. He looked like he's like from Jamaica. Then you could just find out where he is. He probably came here from New York, then went to the South. I heard y'all got fined Puerto Ricans in Boston. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck around with the Cape Verdeans, too. There's some Cape Verdeans in Boston, too. They're like Portuguese and like Africa. Like, they're off the border of Africa. Cape Verde. And they got a dark side and they got a light side. So there's like, it's an island, but it's like two islands. There's one side that's like light-skinned fucking women, and there's a dark side there's another side with dark women, dark, beautiful women, big tits, fat ass. Like, yo, they look good. You think, like, they look way better than Amber Rose. Amber Rose is half Cape Verdean. They look way better than her. I know one dude who's Cape Verdean that's a rapper. What's his name? Benzino. Benzino's not even black. He's Puerto Rican and he's Cape Verdean. Yeah, he's Cape Verdean. Yeah. I feel like Sauce Walker's bars are good to be a tether. Yeah. And the thing about it, it's gonna get better because he just got in the game. So when you get in the game, yo, you could do anything. Cause you ain't got nothing to lose. So yeah. He's good, but it's just I think he's out of pocket for what he said. I know he was trying to make a point. It's just, yeah, you shouldn't do that. It's just you need to stay in your lane. If them niggas is talking about Latinos and stuff, yeah. But you can't talk for black people. You can't tell black Americans how to feel. Because I could be like, nigga, why you over here? You should be over there fixing your fucking country. There's no way your cousins and your uncles should be shitting in the streets, my nigga. And you're shitting in the toilet. You should be over there. You should be ashamed of yourself. I could be on some shit like that. I gotta do my knowledge on Cape Verdeans. Yeah. Wait, I thought Benzino was Italian. Nah, he's Cape Verdean and Puerto Rican. Yeah. I think his mother's Cape Verdean. I think his father's Puerto Rican. Yeah. Because his mother's from, like, Carver, Mass. or Taunton. Like, where he got shot at in Taunton, mad Cape Verdeans. Yeah. Then snitched on his nephew. He didn't have to, but, yeah. Off topic, but I'm about to put my son to work on that backyard grass. We Shout out to Del Monte. Yeah, man, it be like that. Yeah, man, you gotta make them work, man. If not, they gonna be lazy, man. Yeah, that's shout out to Del Monte Green Beans. Yeah, man, it just yo, you be surprised. Like the shit I have seen, man. It's it, I think that I'm gonna say this. I think this is the reason why we should have delineation. Like I really do think we should have delineation because of bullshit like this. Cause don't forget, like now, there's a there's a good Nigerian population in fucking Texas. You know, so look at what's it, Emmanuel Ema Achok or whatever the dude's name. He's from Texas, but he's a Nigerian American. He told us that he knows the black side and the white side. Nah, we ain't doing that. I tell niggas off the rip real fast. We ain't doing that. Don't start that bullshit. Mm-mm. And like I think we got to be on stern on. I think honestly, all of us got to be on code. You know, I think all of us has got to be on code. Give me a second to. I'm gonna play a video real fast. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in Arizona, and these Mexicans are something else. They want to be white so bad. Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, and I'm gonna show you where this question came from too. This right here, and I'll be right back. I gotta.
I feel like I can say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why. I wish there was some black dudes in here.
There are. Where right there? And there's one right here. Not.
Okay, well, we're gonna use him. What the fuck are you gonna do about it, you know? And then second of all, I grew up loving these motherfuckers. I grew up fighting with them. I grew up eating with them.
I'm gonna let the video
I grew up fucking doing bad shit with them. I grew up loving with them. You know, I got family. And it's not even about family. Even if I wasn't related to nobody out black, I mean, it was shit. It's what the fuck I was surrounded by, you know? Like, I respect people that they feel that way. Mm-hmm. And that's...
Oh, yeah. Also, too, I'm going to say this. That Nigerian girl, you know whose friend that used to be, right? Ice Spice. That's the chick who told on Ice Spice. Somebody granted all of these immigrants to replace us. At the same time, told them some bullshit. Yeah, that's true. That girl, that Nigerian girl, that's Ice Spice's friend. She told on Ice Spice when she was talking about dark-skinned women. She was shitting on dark-skinned women. Yeah, right, downtown Dallas have the most tethers. Yeah. You too, man. You be surprised, man. You'd be surprised.
That's why I try to show
you. Know what? We're not gonna watch this video just yet because we will watch this when we start. But yeah. Hey, yo, y'all see that whole bullshit that's going on with what's my man's name? Academics and back on Fig. Yo, that shit is nuts, nigga. Also, the suburban Dallas have Ethiopians too. Yeah, man. Them little ass girls, man. They're not young, but they like mad small. They're like 5 feet, 5'2". I never seen a real tall Ethiopian ever in my life. I seen a tall guy that was an Ethiopian, but the women are fucking small. You know, I used to date an Ethiopian. She was like 5 feet, you know, and I'm 5'11". So, like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah, man. And like, yo, their ages is crazy too. Like, yo, they'll be like 18 in their country, but they'll come here and they'll be like 17, 16. Yeah. So yeah, it's nuts, man. What T-Rose said. T-Rose said he got marked out. You know, he got marked out. But let me tell you what my issue is with academics. Academics talks all this crazy shit like he's a gang member. He's in gang member business. Like, niggas don't want to hear that journalists. Journalists get shot too. Niggas don't understand that. Them niggas get shot too. Niggas get kidnapped. It's just, oh man, it's fucking nuts, man. Oh yeah, I'm the one who was like, yo, Academics was talking, yo, T-Rail was saying like, yo, you got marked out and everything. He said, yo, this shit ain't the first time you got marked out. Nigga pulled up Saucy Santana. Yo, I'll show y'all it, man. It's crazy, man. And I know I'm being a little bit messy, man, but and I really don't want to be, but the shit, oh, it was crazy. Let me see. The Academics crashed out. Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. No. Snake. Marked out. T-Rose. This. Oh yeah, man. They're gonna. Oh man. They're gonna drag this shit for like probably a month or two. And they should be. By all means, if I'm gonna say this, if Academics had this type of information, he would have done the same thing. So we can't be like, oh, well, you know, he shouldn't do that. That's not right. Nah, fuck that, my nigga. It's shine time. You know? Fuck it, it's shine time. Yo, let the nigga crash out. You know, let me see. T-Rail. Yeah, nigga had him crying. Had a video of him crying. Nigga getting hit in the face with an egg. Yo, it was nuts, man. Oh, yo, I think I found it. Hold on. Is this it? Yeah.
Letting you know that you was a mark. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play this all throughout the show, homie. But I wanna
yeah,
let
it's
people
crazy.
See this shit too. I didn't forget about this shit. I didn't forget
Bro,
about
with
it, homie.
everything we've talked about, bro, I've never cared about. I don't care what rapper got at me, bro, ever. But like, really, there's certain shit I really don't fuck with in my life, and I will never do. But like, I gotta sit here and act like I know
Facts,
I'm
is.
in America. I gotta sit
New
here.
Jersey's
and act
nice,
like
actually.
I don't
AK
fuck
is
with
a
certain
loser
shit.
in real
I would
life.
never like
he
it.
has to pay for company from the girl who will be within him.
Hey, yo, YouTubian, I'm gonna say this. Certain type of women I like in the States, in the United States, it's New Jersey women and I want to say Texas maybe New York women. New York got a little bit different because they got all those immigrants from like Guatemala and all those other places. Yeah, it had the nigga crying and everything. Yeah, it's
Low caterpillar
My
body
nigga's
with
for Iggy right
zip
now. He
ties
would have
boy.
cried.
Just
That's
wolf,
the type of
Sanjay midget
Yo.
boy.
Yo, just please. I'm telling you,
niggas is laughing at him in the.
I hate certain shit to the soul of me. I can't. I'm only pretending because I say what I want to say. I would never be here for y'all, but that's not my content. I don't want to be that person. I want to be the person who just have fun with y'all and some other shit.
You is a bitch.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
see,
what I'm just trying to
disrespecting
tell
him.
you, bro.
Hey, yo, let me ask y'all a question. Do you think all that freaky, nasty shit that Adam 22 be doing, do you think he's the new Diddy? Nigga be slutting out his girlfriend. He be slutting out his wife, man. Cause I think Adam's going broke. Like, she didn't have to make another video. If this man got that money, yeah, she is, man. Somebody said she looks like Lotto. Yeah, she's a little cutie, man. Yeah, somebody said she looked like Lotto, man. Heather, yeah. His voice cracking. Yeah, he's crying, man. He's hurt. Now
Calm
watch this.
down,
It's not
homie.
even over yet.
You is crying, homie.
That's the content I want to give y'all, because if there's stuff I want to say, I won't be here for you.
I thought you was big bad big at.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who talking
Niggas
about
is clouding
me,
him now. They
I don't
clouding.
care what's going on, who talking about me, your mama, your grandma, whoever the case may be. I don't give a damn if you big act, do it up. Talk about you ain't from this country. Bitch, go back where you from then.
Right.
When it get too real, you ain't from this country, and you a crybaby. Hold on.
Nigga call him a crybaby.
Chat, do y'all know why this nigga was crying?
Everybody has a
Do y'all know why this nigga was
the term
crying,
nigga.
homie?
Yeah. Facts,
I just
Del
wanna let
Monte.
y'all know. Chat, please let me know if y'all know why this nigga was crying.
Why that little bitch was crying.
Watch this.
Look, man.
Niggas
we
is about
not
to
even
clown
bother
it. Watch
you.
this.
We don't even care about you, homie. We don't want to bother you. We know you ain't that. We know you not that.
At all.
We know you not that, dog. You crying, but hold on. I'm gonna let y'all see why my man was crying, though.
Nah, don't
I'ma
do
let
him
y'all
like
see
that. Come on, T-Rail. Don't do him like that. Come on, T-Rail, man. Why you doing him like that?
This nigga made you cry.
Him and Young Miami.
What this nigga?
Hold on, homie. Let me play the
Miami.
video. Pause, though.
He said, what this nigga T-Rail wearing? I don't know, man. Don't do him
Okay,
like
so-
that, bro. Why they do
I got
my
an announcement.
they did my man dirty, nigga.
Him?
Why you do Big Act dirty
You
like
talking about, I
that?
don't want to see you and calling in on Adam. This nigga made you cry. He made you cry, boy.
Yo, why they doing my man Big Act dirty
You want
like
to go back
that?
to the video?
Oh
Hold on, let me go
no,
back
don't
to
do
this
him
nigga
like
video.
that.
So this,
Look at this nigga crying.
Like this,
Look at
bro.
him.
With the,
Imagine
but like
that.
really, there's certain shit I've always,
so this.
I
Imagine
really don't
this
fuck
nigga,
with
y'all.
in my
So
life,
this
and I would
Jimmy
never
Hill
do.
cry.
But like I
Look
gotta
at this nigga.
sit here and act like I know I'm in America. I gotta sit.
Look
You have
at
that
you,
video?
homie.
They got my man in tears,
I don't
man.
give a fuck what that nigga said.
Yo, they got
I
him
don't
in
either,
tears
my
right
friends.
now.
This
That's
GPS made you
sad,
cry.
man.
Yeah, because him and Young Miami got on AK.
This nigga
because he was
said.
talking about Young Miami, and then
That's
he
sad.
just
And niggas is
surrendered
laughing, too.
because he's like,
Yo,
basically,
You can tell that these are hood niggas because they're laughing at him. Like, yo, look at T-Row. Yo, T-Row can't even hold himself in. Watch this.
Miami, and then he surrendered because he's like, basically it was like LGBTQ community came after. I don't know really what happened. But
Yeah, them
he ended
niggas is
crying.
fucked up,
Down
man.
by the LBGTQ
Yes.
community.
You was crying.
Niggas got ran down. Yo,
Hold on, let's play
nigga
the-
got ran down. Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all the real story. So, what really happened? Academics was talking shit about, I think it was Young Miami. And that's her best friend right here. She was calling him a bitch and she was calling him a bitch, a sucker. You ain't gonna do shit. You a punk ass bitch. Yo, this motherfucker was saying everything in the book. Saucy asked him, like, let's shoot the fair ones. And when I beat you, I'ma fuck you. That's what that nigga said, and that's why he was crying. That nigga was crying because he said that. He said, yo, I'll fuck you. He's like, yo, nigga said, I'm gonna take your Bucci cat, nigga. It was... Nigga got violated, nigga. Why they violate my nigga act like that? Come on, Big Act. Why they do to you like that, man? Oh my God. That shit is fucked up. Yeah, they had my man in tears, man. And like, yo, niggas like me was laughing. Like, yeah, I know I was laughing. But I wasn't laughing at him. I was laughing with him because I knew after it was over, he's gonna laugh with us. It's like, yeah, man, yeah, I was too emotional. Niggas was laughing at him in the live chat. Talk about niggas super emotional and stuff. Let me see what Saucy really said about Act. Yeah, you definitely don't want to hit it from a nigga. Yeah, niggas is clowning. And this is why I say, yo, this shit's gonna go left. I already know this is gonna go left. This shit's gonna go left, like, as it is. Niggas is already clowning you. This isn't the first time. Niggas is gonna bring up your girl when she called the police and say, like, yo, you violated her. Niggas is this shit's gonna go left with Act. Then Adam 22 wants to jump in, but you like, yo, Adam, mind your fucking business, my nigga. Reason why Adam wanna jump in, cause don't forget this nigga's no jumpers going out of business like J.C. Penney nigga. So them niggas had a downside. So like, yo, that nigga he has to get some type of clout. So this is the only way he could get clout. But yeah, Saucy Santana, yeah, Saucy was on some shit. Talk about like, yo, I'll fuck you after I beat you up, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, Saucy Santana can fight too. Yo, this nigga got shot too. Yeah. Get the comments are delayed. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna get it in July, man. Like, watch this.
9 o'clock in the morning. You talking about you drunk, but what you doing on my page? You fat. I told y'all, like, let me find out you on my page to get your morning wood off.
Oh shit.
I'll
Violating
on the
him.
Saucy Santana pictures, because how you found my page? How you on my story? Let's make it make sense. And who the
Violating
dare
him.
you ever? Silverback, bitch, you, nickelback, quarterback, quarter pounder, bitch.
Oh, man,
Let me say something,
violating
Gorillas,
him.
though. I really don't know what your obsession is with gays and bitches, but you have a problem. I used to think maybe you want to Carisha, but now it's just evident you want to be Carisha. You want to be so bad, and I keep telling y'all that. Yo, already little. All they gotta do is split it open and tuck it back. I know the doctor. You want a number? You want a number so we can get you a brand new? But if you get a, you ain't gonna be able to jack into my pictures no more. So you gotta choose. Let me know what we doing. I got you. You short sack of gerbil face. Imagine you being a straight. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. You getting the Saucy Santana, and you shake like Sister Tasha. Everybody know a drunk mind sober tongue. You talking about it's 9 a.m. and you.
That's some of these motherfuckers' culture and stuff, man. So it's just it's crazy, man. You'd be surprised. Like I used to tell this Jamaican dude all the time. I was like, yo. He's like, oh no, I don't do that Bati boy stuff. I was like, yo, my man, you know who made that outfit that you got on? He's like, what? Who? I was like, a Bati boy. I said, who you think of more? I was like, who do you think are fashion designers? Gay people. One of my favorite fashion designers, Alexander McQueen. He was a homo, you know, so there ain't nothing wrong with it. He made some dope ass sneakers that cost like $1,200, but damn, you know.
But you on my page?
I had to tell the nigga one time. I was like, yo, you gotta send me. Yo, you gotta give me family discount, my nigga. I was like, yo, them sneakers is too much. $1,200, nigga. Damn, with the rhinestones, with the skeletons and all that shit on it. Yo, it's nuts, man. But they were dope. I would say those sneakers were dope. You know, I was pissed off, man. I almost cried, man, because the motherfucker popped his own top off, man. Because I didn't get no more clothes, man. So I'm not laughing at the nigga because he popped his own top off, but yeah, man. Come on, man. Get that motherfucker off the street.
That's the body.
Yeah.
Turkey club, stack sandwich, shake dance. You keep on.
Yo, this is where he was violating academics. This is how all this shit started. It started over the City Girls. And that's her best friend. The girl who's fucking with Diddy, that's her best friend. Yeah.
We're gonna come around out of New Jersey. We're gonna put a stick up your ass and roll your ass around like a rotisserie.
Yeah, just violating her.
Keep on. We're gonna put the grill, open your
It's almost
mouth,
over.
open up your ass and put an apple in it. Keep on. Santana double cheeseburger. Like, what be wrong with you? Mind you, I've been there and you started because you been really starting, but I just stopped arguing with you because it's clear now you're using me for clicks and views. But if you want to dance with the devil for a few dollars, be my guest.
Nigga violating him.
But stop all that capping. And then as soon as on your ass, you fake Jamaican speaking, fake patois. Oh, I can't argue with no pump. Yes, you can.
Shit.
Yes, you
Violating
can.
him. That's
Guinea
sad.
pig. Find you something to do. It's way too early if you do. Even if you was on my page this early, you should have been there loud about it. You should have just taken peace. You should have just got in peace.
Yeah, this violated him, man. That shit. Cause you gotta understand, the motherfucker's Jamaican. He want to say Bati boy. He want to say all that blood clot shit, but he can't because he nigga getting violated. Get this bioweapon up. Yeah, it's off now, man. It's over. But yeah, this is the dude that violated him, man. Like all the shit that academics talk shit to, that's the dude who violated him. This is the nigga who asked for the fade. So they built civil. Yeah, they could be twins. You know, same weight class, might be a good fight. Nah, Ack was scared. Yeah, he had the day going. You know when he's like, look at my room. If I get into it, I go. You ain't gotta live here. You know. Yeah, yo, it gets crazy, man. Heterosexual black man is separated. Yeah, I've been telling this. Yeah, man. That motherfucker's a goon nigga. Yeah, what's his name? Sausage here in Canada? He's a goon, man. That's why, he was scared. Academics was really scared about that shit. He was like, yo, they keep associating wealth with gay black men. Yeah, they have to. You already see what your boy happened with Tyler Perry, right? Yeah, man, he's getting yo, I think it's a money grab, but hey, we gotta make content out of it. Fuck it. He makes all these sassy movies now. We got that. Nigga, you's the one putting on the fucking dress. We don't know what them niggas was telling you. We don't know what you was doing. So, nigga, you gotta take that. You gotta take it as it is. He's the one who did all that shit. You know? There was already rumors going around like that anyway, so he should have been moving cautiously. Hold on one second. Hello? Hello? Hold on one second. Hello? Hey, what's up, Dad? Hey, yo, I'm streaming right now. I'm on live stream right now. Yeah. I got you. But, yo, Dad, let me call you right back, all right? All right, I got you. No problem. Thank you. Yeah, that was my pops. Yeah, man, that motherfucker, he fucking messy, man. I love my father, but he's messy. 62-year-old messy motherfucker. Yo, his ex put sugar in his take, my nigga. Sugar submitted his take. I know that bitch did it too. That's great. I told the nigga real fast. I was like, yo, you better stop fucking around. I was like, nigga, yo, bitches is out here killing people, man. Fucking Karen Reed, man. The fuck? You end up like John O'Keefe, nigga. Get run over. Yeah, that nigga crazy, but that's messy now. But, he's good now. He's back to normal. He's on the normal side no more. He was being a little bit messy, man. But, yeah, it was a very messy situation with the Tyler Perry. He's trying to get like a quarter of his money. Oh, yeah. I don't think he's going to get it. I think he's going to end up having to pay that shit back. Yeah, this seems like some scorn, love, and shit. Yeah, I think Tyler Perry might go both ways, or he's just an asexual type of nigga, Because I don't want to put that type of coat on anybody. I don't want to put the rainbow coat on a nigga because I don't know if he's part of the rainbow squad, but who knows, Nowadays, like, yo, you can never know. Don't forget, this era's so different. A bitch could be a transsexual. I mean, they don't call them transsexuals. Girl could be a transgender and say, I'm a woman. I ain't no man. And you see the fucking mustache in the Adam's apple and might have a wee-wee, So it's just like, yo, you just don't know anymore in this world. It's like America's so crazy. One of my boys was just telling, he just came back from he came back from Thailand. He said, man, there's a lot of lady boys. I was like, you mean transgender? He said, no, they call themselves lady boys. Because you know why? these Europeans go up to Thailand to be fucking the lady boys and stuff. Sucking the wee-wee, hitting it from the back and everything. Yeah. These Europeans, man, they be into shit, man. That's why I was asking about Diddy. I was like, yo, is Adam 22 the new Diddy? Don't forget, he's into the drugs too. He's into the sex and stuff and all this other stuff. And he said weird shit too. Don't forget. Somebody just called Adam 22 Adam 16. So we don't know, man. I think they need to keep an eye out on him, but I think he's backed up by the government. Cause know why? His father went to jail and got pardoned by Bill Clinton, Adam 22's father. I don't know if he was strong-arming niggas to vote for Bill Clinton, but he went to jail for that. I think he did like 2 years. Then he got pardoned by Bill Clinton. Yeah. Niggas he's a fucking criminal. His father's a criminal. What you think the son is? Yeah, this seems like some type of, yeah, you'd be surprised, man. Anything is a money grab nowadays. Especially with the Diddy and stuff. Now motherfuckers is finding tape on Cassie talking about give me the tape and I'll kill you and all this other crazy shit. We don't know what's going on. I think, like I told people, I think Cassie was involved. She wanted to be fucked, you know? She knew how Diddy was. You was doing that shit for 10 years? Yeah, man. She was having tons of fun, you know? So it is what it is. If you like to fuck, you like to fuck, man. You just keep that shit behind closed doors. Daphne, what's her name? Daphne Joy fucked up because she went on trial. She should have just said, yo, I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. Don't say shit. She wanted a money grab too. Yeah, that shit went left. Now 50 looking crazy out here. That's why 50 trying to get his kid. He's like, yo, nah. My kid ain't gonna be looking crazy. Cassie is a problem. Yeah. Shout out to Six Nation Free. Shout out to you. Let's see. Yeah, this seems like some type of money grab. Yeah. Yo, you think Diddy's going to free? He's going to get free. I think he's going to get. So this is what I think is going to happen. Diddy's going to be free, but they trying to juice his money. They're trying to do what they did to OJ to do to Diddy. Diddy's a billionaire. He has to spend like $1 to $2 million a month for these lawyers. Yeah, she does. I heard crazy stories. I heard a story I seen online about Diddy and, like, I think, put it this way, I'm not gonna lie, I think Diddy put his hands on her. Yeah, absolutely. Because I heard stories about Diddy putting his hands on Kim Porter. But I also heard stories about Cassie putting her hands on Kim Porter and joining in with Diddy and laughing. So we can't give her a pass because she already knew what was up. Yeah, Six Nation Free. They knew what was up. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that this shit went left. You know, I think if Diddy beats his case, I think he should sue Cassie and Joy. Cause you know, Diddy was a sugar daddy, and he's into the cookney stuff. You know, and like I don't see nothing wrong about it, but it's not my cup of tea. But I don't see nothing wrong with it if that's what he's into. That's what he's into. Let me ask y'all a question. Why didn't niggas say the same thing about when niggas was finding out about Adam 22? Yeah, niggas laughed at him and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, they're not doing what they did to Diddy. Because we could say, like, yo, this nigga forced his wife to have sex with other dudes. Because, like, we're figuring out and we're seeing that they were going on the back pages looking for these escorts. They found the Punisher on the back pages. They found the other dude on the back pages. They were finding, like, porn stars. You know? And I will tell y'all a story about a Cockney story, but I will tell you on my new channel. So, It's a crazy story. It was funny. I'll tell you a little bit. I met these two girls. They were in a relationship, and the other one wanted me to see me bone her girlfriend. It's a weird story. I'll tell y'all it on my other episode. But yeah, I did cuck knee a few times, but I don't think. I would say this is very weird. You know, I wasn't like no escort or anything. It's just, I always tell people I was always consider like I was like a professional mistress. You know, so it's, oh yeah, my husband knows about you and stuff like that, but you know, you don't really have to say anything because he's at work. You know, that's why if you ever heard that old saying, oh yeah, she's sleeping with the pool boy or she's fucking around with the pool boy and stuff like that, the milkman and shit. That's where that shit came from. It came from mistress. It's cheaper to keep her, yeah. Just make her happy. Real talk. That's like you gotta look at it. Do you think Adam can actually really satisfy his girl? You don't think she's satisfied like by all these black dudes that she be seeing and all the guys that she's talking to? Like she probably gets bored to like be fucking her husband and another girl. That's why I always tell people don't do it, cause don't have a like if you want to have a three-way with your man and stuff like that, yeah, do it once in a blue moon, like once every 2-3 years or some shit like that. Don't try to do that shit every like fucking day or every other week or some shit like that. You know, if it's polygamy, yeah, y'all boning each other and stuff. I understand that part, but another guy, oh man, what happened? Then you're gonna be like, yo, what happened if the guy's better? You're gonna be fucking your husband, and you're gonna be thinking about the other guy. Like, damn, I can't wait to fuck this nigga again. Yeah, I don't think his girl wants that. That's just some strange shit. What the three-way with other girls? No, she said she liked other girls. I think she wants to fuck other guys too. She wants to throw that in there. You know? But don't forget, Adam 22's from New Hampshire. Weird shit like that goes on in New Hampshire all the time. The motherfuckers be fucking the same girls. Yeah, in New Hampshire. All in the same neighborhood. They be doing gang bangs and stuff like that. That's normal to them niggas down there. Yeah. All them... Man, it's fucking crazy in New Hampshire. I would never live in New Hampshire. I always tell niggas that all the time. I would never live in New Hampshire. I think New Hampshire is weird. You know, it's very weird. Give me a second, everyone. Alright, I'm good. No, just checking up on some stuff. Thanks, everybody. But yeah, man, that shit is weird, man. And like when I was doing this shit and stuff like that, I needed money, man. So like I was fucking girls and stuff, bringing girls out. I was escorting a girl to her event or some shit like that, you know. A girl who needed to talk to, stuff like I was that type of mistress, you know. Oh, you need me? Oh yeah, woo woo woo. Like the girl I was fucking with, she was like 67, and she inspired me to go back to college. You know, that's why I got my degree. You know, so she inspired me to go back to college. She's like, yo, you're too smart to be doing shit like this. I was like, I need money right now. She paid for me to go to college and everything. She died though. She died a week and a half before I graduated. It's crazy because she got me a gift, man. It was, do I still got it? Nah, I don't even got that shit no more. She gave me a what is it? Those apricots, the handkerchief you tie. Like if you don't want to wear a tie, you wear an apricot. It's one of them old school shit, man. She taught me mad etiquette and everything. Like I talk crazy, but I know etiquette. You know, it's. I don't know. They got a kid too. Imagine explaining the video when the kid grows up. Lord has mercy. Yeah. 50's gonna have to explain that to his son. Yeah. That shit is crazy, man. I think that's why I always tell people all the time, like those type of lifestyles, it's not really. People say, well, Adams 22's answer is, oh, times are changing and people are open-minded to that. Nah. These fucking kids is ruthless they're ruthless out here. I gotta be personally honest, they're ruthless out here, you know? Let me get a second right there. There you go. Yeah, they're ruthless out here, man. So it's different. I always tell people stuff like that is different. You shouldn't fuck with that, especially when it comes to kids. I think kids are very important, and I don't think we should be playing around, or you should make a kid. You should let a kid be a kid. Yeah, that shit's too high. Perfect. Yeah, you gotta let a kid be a kid, man. Like that's all. Let me tell you something. That's only one thing we all our kids. We all our kids a good childhood. My childhood was a little bit crazy. But I never let it. I didn't let me disrupt my happiness when I was younger. I always try to be happy, and the reason why, because I always see my great granddaddy as happy, and he went through every type of racism in the last 150 years. So I always try to be happy as him. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to do it because he was on a different type of level. It's just all I could do is try, you know. This is why I also have these type of questions, and this is why I had to make another channel. I want to talk to y'all about certain things like that. I don't always want to talk about current events and stuff. Like, it's just right now it's just so hard because I don't know what to talk about with y'all. You know, I think I'm gonna put up a poll where I'm gonna say, what should we talk about? This, and that. I'm gonna put like 3 things up, and it'll be like an hour and a half to 2 hours. I think that's good enough. But yeah, you'd be surprised, man. Like, yo, relationships, like, yo, those are those type of relationships people have, and it works for them, you know. Like, I met this girl that she had a boyfriend and stuff, but she just liked to fuck. He works a lot and stuff like that. I just don't have to see him and stuff. I don't be like, you know, if he sees me somewhere, oh, hi, how you doing and stuff, just be respectful and stuff. I don't be like, yeah, I'm fucking your bitch. You know, you got to be professional about shit like that. It's just, you don't do shit like that. That's how motherfuckers get killed out here. I was watching, what's that movie? I think it was called Saturday Night Live or some shit like that. It was a porn movie. A nigga named Doug Dickler or some shit like that. Niggas was banging his girl outside on the floor and stuff. He's like, baby, get out the way. We talk later and stuff. This motherfucker went over there with a gun. I think he shot her and popped her fucking top off, then popped his top off. He was tired of that shit. That shit wasn't working for her. She probably manipulated him to do it, you know, and that's what you have to, you'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. And Dirk Dickler, yeah. I think the dude was banging this girl outside and stuff. Motherfuckers was in a line and stuff. Like, yo, that it's crazy. Like, yo, you got to be mentally strong to do shit like that. And I know black men are not mentally strong to do shit like that. Some might be, like Diddy, but I think personally Diddy was groomed. Diddy was groomed to do that. Like, this nigga was still doing that after his house got raided. He didn't give a fuck. He was still calling escorts. Don't forget, Diddy was fucking one of his son's girlfriend, ex-girlfriend. Harvey was a Laura Harvey, yeah. All that shit was happening. She was in a relationship with her son, with his son. Yeah. That shit works for people, man. You know? I think it's not about mentally strong. It's depravity. You could probably be right. Yeah, you might be right about that. You know, anything is possible. I always tell people anything is possible in a relationship. I personally wouldn't do it because I have seen how that shit turns out, and depending how people are, shit goes left. You know. I have been in relationships with girls where girls be like, "Yo, you can fuck whoever you want. Just don't bring the problems home. Don't disrespect the house and me. Go get a fucking hotel or something." You're real talk. And I'd be like, "Nah, I like you. I'm not. If I wanted to mess with somebody, I would leave you alone. No, you could still have me because I love you too. But, you know, I know, I don't want you to, go through that shit where you're like, damn, worrying about me, I'm giving you the pass." I'm like, nah, I don't want to. And the thing about it, when motherfuckers actually do get those passes, most people don't take them because it's mostly not adventurous, I just worry about women when they do it. Is because it's mostly an emotional thing. Most of the times, it's an emotional thing where the husband isn't doing something right. Instead of like, damn man, I need that tune up. I need somebody to open me up or some shit like that. That most girls ain't like that. I have met girls that's like, yo, I just need to be opened up, and you could go home. One girl, I remember one girl was like, "Yeah, you're not staying." I was like, "No, I know. I'm about to leave. Just let me take a shower. I'm bouncing." It depends what type of relationship y'all have with those type of people. It's like when I was younger, people knew I was an ain't shit type of person. I ain't got no fucking money. Ain't got no fucking car. I longboard. I had a job, but I ain't had shit. But I had good dick. That's it. I was toxic. So I wasn't worth at the time. I wasn't worth a relationship, and they knew that, and I told them. They try to help me out the best that they can. The ones who was trying to be with me, but the shit just didn't work. It went left. I need you to get a job. I was like, bitch, you met me when I didn't have a job. Now you want me to get a job? Like, yo, what type of shit are you on? I can't deal with this. Well, you could go. I'm not even gonna do that to you. Yeah, yo, there's people out there like that, man. Yo, there's women out there. They just want to be fucked, and that's it. I'm going back home. Let me tell you something. If I ever was single ever again, I don't think I would get into a relationship. I would probably fuck. This is my job. Yeah, you'd be surprised. My job is to make you happy. That's it. Give you good dick, satisfaction, entertainment. I'm entertainment. That's it. You trying to go out with the help? Nah, don't do that. This is working for us. You gotta tell them this is working for us. Just us fucking. If you're looking for a relationship, it's just not gonna be this. Fuck a job. Yeah, this what yo. Let me tell you something. All these girls out here who has all this money and stuff like that, they can't find. They're not gonna be able to really find a man that makes more than them. Cause you got to look at it. Not that much people make that lot of. Not a lot of people make a lot of money here in America. Most that people make is probably $40,000, $40 maybe $50,000, if that. So you got to look at that. Then people who make over $100,000, they're probably in their 40s. Their late 30s, in their early 40s. Niggas who are rich, that's like a spectrum, man. That's like finding a needle in a haystack. You're not gonna meet a lot of rich people. That's why I always look at people when they be like, oh, yo, I want this type of guy, that type of guy. I was like, well, they don't want you, man, because at the end of the day, and I'm not saying it's not possible. It is possible. I have seen some rich people go out with women that have, like, great jobs and stuff. It's just, it's very rare that they... Because let me tell you about one thing about it. I always tell people all the time, most men have an ego, especially rich people. Because they probably got picked on in school. They probably wasn't the coolest in the world. So they got an ego now because they got money and niggas is feeling them. But you got to look at it now. They're not the hunters no more. They're the hunted. So a motherfucker can like fool you all day, talk about, oh yeah, I'll do this, I do that, yo, making you food every day. Then after that, that shit goes left. That shit goes out the window. The bitch ain't cooking no more. Or the nigga ain't cooking no more. The nigga ain't rubbing your feet anymore. You're not getting the morning blowjobs no more. It happens. It just be like that. And that's why I always tell people all the time is the shit goes left. It always has go left. That's why I say, like, women who have a lot of money, man, if I have a lot of money, I personally would just have a whole bunch of kids everywhere, fuck it, and be the best dad ever, because I always tell people all the time, when you have kids, it's not about you no more. It's not about you. It's about the kids. So whatever problem you have with your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your husband or your wife, you need to fix that behind closed doors. So yeah. This woman who give blowjobs. Yeah, in the morning blowjobs. The morning wood. Yeah. Like what's her name? Nicole Simpson. She was a freak. Yeah, she used to go into people's rooms. I heard the story that she used to go into people's rooms and just suck them off. Don't know who the fuck dude is and everything. Her best friend told her that, wrote a book about it. Yeah. Yeah, you'd be surprised, man. I did have this before I start this topic. I did have this I think I'm gonna do this topic tomorrow. It'll be at night. It'll be a late night show about Sincerely My Paranoia, my new podcast. Let me not forget it. Do people look for girls who are, as we say, whores, or do we look for good girls? She was nasty, and she had a typical Western female attitude of the feeling. Yeah, she did. She did. Yeah, man. She was a cougar, too, man. She liked them young. Yeah. And also, too, y'all got to be careful with young women, too. I mean, older women. Yeah. They want your man juice. They want the young man juice. Yeah. I know. Because I'm more attracted to older women than younger women. So, like, most of my women are older than me. I dated this girl for 6 years that was older than my mother. My mother is only 17 years older than me. And this girl was 21. She was my father's age. So, we'll be talking about all of these stories and stuff tomorrow on the podcast. But the question is, can you marry a whore or a promiscuous woman? I wouldn't say. I think being a whore and promiscuous is different. Promiscuous is just sleeping around everywhere. A whore is just you just doing like just freaky nasty things. That's my question. I mean, that's my definition, because you can have a few partners and be like just a nasty little freak, you know. But so was Chris Nicole. Oh yeah, she was a freak too. I think they were doing the orgies too. I have an idea that they were doing it. They're in LA. They're in LA. Everybody sleeps with everybody in LA. That's why I always tell people I would never move to LA. Nah. Yo, I think hoes secretly want to be housewives. They turn up. Let me tell you something. I think whores, they're willing to satisfy you. If they really like you, they're willing to satisfy you. You know? They're willing to put up with a lot more than just a good girl, you know? I have dated both. I have seen that. I feel like girls who were promiscuous or have this freaky side to them, they're more emotional and open of who they are and of their feelings. So if you're that type of person who you want to be open and just with, yeah. We'll talk about that tomorrow. It's like, let me ask y'all a question. All those rich people who were married for like 20, 30 years, you don't think those girls were whores in college? Wasn't doing gangbangs, three-ways, especially in sororities, blindfolded, say, put this in your mouth. Yeah. Sorority women, yeah, they're freaks. I used to go out with one. I went out with one who was from the Divine Nine. So yeah, you'd be surprised, man. That's their way of becoming a housewife. Yeah, I actually, you know what, 100% agree with you. Six Nation free. You know, a person that's not really open like that, they're gonna have limits, and you might end up cheating and getting a divorce. Yeah, that's how they become empowered. Yeah, cause yo, the craziest thing too, I met this girl who was very promiscuous. One of the nicest girls I ever met in my life. Sweet. She probably had low self-esteem and stuff like that, but she was actually a good girl. Real good girl. Did anything for me and stuff like that. Yo, you'd be surprised. Yeah. It's just shit went left, you know? It's just, in those type of relationships, you have to be a strong guy. A strong, willing leader. That's why I always tell people, don't listen to Myron Gaines. Myron Gaines wasn't really getting pussy like that, you know? All his shit is statistics. I have would never know internet that would split your soul. I have never and would never know internet. Yeah, you be surprised. Yo, Six Nation. You be surprised. Those are I tell people all the time, those are the most openest ones right there. The ones that kind of been around a little bit, might have a little track record. I'm not talking about like somebody who's like escorting or anything like that. I'm just talking about a person that, you know, it was just, you know, I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't work, you know. I know situations like that. Only their kids or husband know. Yeah. And their sorority sisters in the fraternity. And maybe the football team, you know. Yeah, yo, I remember I used to party at Northeastern. There was this Haitian girl named, and you know, she slept with I think the whole football or basketball team. You know what they called that girl? automatic. Fucking crazy, man. She looked like she was a nice girl, man. Nice open-minded girl, and they called the girl. They gave her a name and everything. Gave her a sex name and everything. Automatic was crazy. I was like, damn, that's a crazy name. I never slept with her, no. But yeah, it's a. Those situations is crazy. I think certain things, even if you did do it, just say, yeah, I have been around. You don't tell people what you do. You know, I think it fucks up the whole dynamic of the relationship. You know? Yeah, you'd be surprised, man. It's not a good thing, man. That's why I always tell people all the time, especially people who are promiscuous, don't tell people that you done don't tell people. You could say you're promiscuous. Don't tell people all the stuff that you have done with other people. Just say, yeah, man, just shit didn't work out, man. I was moving too fast for my body. That's all you say. When they say, oh, yeah, did you do 3-ways and all that other stuff? I didn't. After that, they just trying to, fuck. That's it. Then you like, yeah, let me, I'm not feeling this, It just be like that, man. But let's get into the topic question. Should Latinos be comfortable for saying the N-word? Hold on. Should you be comfortable for saying the N-word? Yeah. It's a gray situation, and the reason why I say it's a gray line situation is, I always tell people this. If you're saying around the people who feel comfortable around you, yes. But not everybody's going to be comfortable around you with you saying that. And this is where you need to learn how to adapt. If you don't know how to adapt, you're going to drown. If everybody's learning how to swim and you don't know how to swim, you're going to drown. And then you'll get pulled by the other people who don't know how to swim. That's why I asked you to be in that question in the beginning. Because there was a white guy, red-haired white guy who's using the word nigga all the time. Motherfuckers ran up on him. They lined him up, had him on camera and everything. And he was a Crip. And for Texas to be comfortable with that shit, because like I said, my family's from Georgia and Alabama. Oh yeah, niggas would have been pistol whipped. Like, I don't think people understand. Like, people be fighting. Like, that that Montgomery brawl thing? Yeah, that shit, that shit is like an everyday thing. If motherfuckers want to go sideways, this is why everybody has respect for everybody in Alabama. And in Alabama, everybody has respect. Hey, sir. Hey, ma'am. May I get some soda pop, please? Yeah, it's just, you can't be doing that crazy shit and stuff like that. Nigga. Then after that, sir, please don't do that. We feel offended. I don't give a fuck. That's why I always tell people all the time, especially people from the East Coast, be careful going down south doing the shit that you do up here. Why? Niggas will pop you down there. They got that stand your ground law. It's not like Massachusetts where somebody got to put their hands on you, then you can pop them. Nah, nigga, you start, going close to people, they got the right to shoot you, And I just, this is a big L for Texas, man. This is a big L for Texas. And the reason why is, it just seems like those people don't have respect for black people. And Sauce Walker, he's not even black. The motherfucker's Honduranian. To answer the topic question, F no. We shouldn't use the word, not ours. Yeah, and plus we shouldn't be using it either. And I feel like we fucked up when we try to impact the word to make it be used for something else. But I understand why they use it, because at those times it was racist times. I get it when there is racist times, but I feel like we should evolve from those words. Even myself, I say it a lot too, but I feel like I should evolve from that word. I'm trying my best to evolve from that word. You know, and this is why I always tell people all the time, you gotta be careful with those type of words out here because not everybody's cool with it. You gotta adapt to the environment. It's like me. If I'm in, like, let's say Springfield, Massachusetts, and all these Spanish people say nigga, 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 it's cool. But they come down to Boston and do, oh, nigga. Oh, shit, it's starting to break up again. Everybody give me a second.